I learned a little bit about this giving community a few years ago when I met this woman in a bar, and I'll explain. Um, Her name was Kayleen Johnston, and she's a bartender out at the Shooter's Pub and Grill on River Road. And one day she overheard that one of her customers, his wife needed a kidney transplant. So Kayleen said to somebody, "Well, what would I have to do to be a donor?" And the person said, "Well, yeah, I guess you'd have to contact this place or whatever." And he said, "You would do that?" She goes, "Yeah, I would like to see if I could be a donor." And so she went and filled out the stuff and met, and they said, "You have the right blood type." And so she went to another doctor, and they did some tests, and they said, "Well, you got the right blood type, but you got some stuff in your blood that isn't good, and so you really wouldn't be a good candidate." And she said, "Well, what would I have to do to get rid of that bad stuff so I could be a candidate?" "Well, you'd have to stop smoking. You'd have to stop taking these prescription drugs. You'd have to quit drinking." And she goes, "I'll do that." And the doctor said, "You would?" She said, "Yeah, I would." And so she got into this process, and she's driving around town with her urine samples every week that she's got to turn in, and they're monitoring her blood pressure during the day, and she has to keep a diary of what's going on to make sure she's an okay candidate. And she tells me whenever it would be really high, I would just lie on the thing. I'd say, "Took dog for a brisk walk," or something like that, all so she could give. And then it was time to go up to Portland to do this transplant. And the woman who was to receive the kidney, she got sick. She had some heart trouble, so they postponed it. And a friend came to Kayleen and said, "You've given it the old college try. Why don't you just let this go at this point? And you still kind of come out looking like the hero without having to go through all the hard stuff." She says, "Well, what about the woman who needs the kidney? What about her?" And so she hangs in there, and finally they go to Portland, and they do the transplant. And those of you who know anything about that know that it's far harder on the giver than on the receiver, because they have to crack your ribs to get that kidney out of there. And so what did she get in return for this? Well, she came back, and she had 6 months without work. She could not work because of her health. But then an amazing thing started happening. Every week or so there would be a letter that would show up addressed to the angel of Shooter's Pub and Grill. I had written a column about it in the meantime, and there'd be a check for $50, and then there'd be a check for $100 or $200. And over the weeks, she wound up with like $6,000 from people in the community who just simply said, "We affirm what you've done here. We don't even probably know who this woman was you gave the kidney to, but we just think it's neat, and here's some money for you." And so I asked her what she's going to do with that money, and she said, "You know what? I'm going to quit my job here, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to nursing school. I'm going to become a nurse's assistant." And I love to tell this story because, to me, it's the perfect way a community should work. It's people helping someone, sacrificing, expecting nothing in return. And yet when something does come, and then it's the community saying, "We affirm you. We thank you for what you did. We value people, and you helped a person." And then the person plowing back what they got into something good that makes the community better. And I love to tell that story.